The gentleman from Tennessee, who is co-sponsor of the legislation with Mr. Matheson, Mr. Gordon, be allowed to participate in this hearing and to be recognized for making an opening statement. Without objection, so ordered. The gentleman is recognized for that purpose.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for that request, and also thank you for having this hearing today. When the Nuclear Power Waste Policy Act and the Low-Level Waste Policy Amendments were passed in the 1980s, the United States was facing a critical problem. Where are we going to put low-level radioactive waste generated by our own nuclear power plants? We established a compact system under which the states in each compact would be responsible for establishing disposal sites and taking care of their own waste. As the legislative history clearly shows, a witness from the NRC testified in a hearing before this subcommittee last year. No one anticipated that other countries would try to dump their radioactive waste in the United States. The NRC stated when it drafted regulations allowing the importation of nuclear waste that it did not anticipate, and I quote, appreciable U.S. import or export traffic in low-level radioactive waste. And that was true for more than a decade, until Energy Solutions applied for the NRC license in 2007 to import 20,000 tons of low-level radioactive waste from Italy for treatment in Tennessee and disposal in the site in Utah. Italy does not have a disposal site, nor has it been successful in obtaining public approval for a future site. And Italy is not the only country that doesn't have a waste site or enough capacity for its waste. Britain is running out of room and looking for places to put its waste. Germany, Canada, Belgium, Switzerland, Mexico, and Denmark don't have sites either. If I were a public official in Italy or Britain, I would jump at the chance to send my low-level waste to the United States and be rid of the responsibility. But no one can claim that this is the best interest of the United States to take on decades of responsibility for another country's nuclear waste and also taking away the incentive for those countries to do the responsible thing by providing storage for their own waste. As it now stands, the NRC is powerless to prevent foreign import of waste even as space for our domestic waste dwindles. It is clear that only a legislative prohibition will stop the wholesale importation of foreign nuclear waste into the United States. The RED Act provides the prohibition while allowing the President to make exceptions if it is in the national interest. The United States is the only country in the world that allows imports and disposals of low-level radioactive waste from other countries. The fact is we have limited space for this kind of waste, and it should be reserved for domestic industries that generate it, medical facilities, universities, research labs, and utilities. 36 states have no other alternative but to ship their waste to Utah. So Michigan, Texas, and 34 other states have no other place. That is what the RED Act will do. By banning the importation of radioactive waste for disposal, we also send the world the right message. If you're going to produce low-level radioactive waste, you're going to have to build the necessary facilities to dispose of it. And finally, in all due respect to my friend from Michigan, this is not an anti-nuclear waste bill by any means. It is a pro-domestic nuclear industry. Michigan, as you pointed out, those two facilities near you, if the facility in Utah it runs out of capacity, there will be no place for them to send their waste. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.